47-year-old Huey Barton did not make it to the winner's podium in the world's largest marathon, but for him, just the chance to run as a free man is the greatest victory of all.
He survived prison by becoming a runner, and he would run around a track inside the prison every day. And that's how he and a lot of lifers, because he was sentenced to life, survived the absolute terror of being in jail, particularly being in jail for something he didn't do.
It took him 5 hours and 21 minutes to complete the grueling task of over 26 miles on Sunday. But nothing compared to the 30 years it has taken him to be exonerated of a crime he didn't commit, killing his mother, for which he spent 21 years behind bars in a prison in New York. His mother, Kwesi, a nurse, and his father, Raphael, who was into construction, were immigrants from the parish of Manchester in Jamaica. Having spent all his savings on attempting to free him, his father died a broken man. Huey's ordeal started when he was 16. He came home from school to find his mother dead, the victim of stab wounds. Investigators charged the teenager, suggesting that in a taped interview he confessed to the crime. Case closed.
One of the huge concerns about videotape confessions, if you don't have all the lead up to it, is that you really don't understand whether it was voluntary or not just by looking at it, and people assume it's voluntary. It wasn't in this case, and it took Hugh 30 years to convince the court that it was a wrongful conviction. He did. In last February, he was exonerated, and his conviction was vacated. The indictment was dismissed, and he was a free man.
Since locked away for life, he started running, around the prison yard, that is, no doubt to keep his young body and mind together as he faced a life behind bars. His hope that his running shoes would get him on the other side took all of 21 years, during which his case came up for review. At 37, he was placed on parole, and 9 years later, he was exonerated.
Well, since he got out, he's been working with a group called the Fortune Society that helps people who are ex-convicts to adjust to life. When he got out, originally he was he got a job as an elevator repairman and did that for a few years. But primarily he's been fighting all these years to exonerate himself and to rid his life of this stain of having been convicted of killing his mother. Falsely convicted of killing his mother, I should say. And so that fight goes on. He has a case pending, and we'll have a case pending shortly in the courts in New York, seeking compensation for his wrongful conviction.
And now that he seeks compensation, Huey can only hope that it will not take as long as it took him to be exonerated, but closer to the time he recorded at the New York Marathon. Michael Sharp, Frontline News.